Hey, Nick Malinosky here with the Exclusive Mindset. We just had an amazing conference at Inman last week. And since then, I've got a bunch of incredible comments on Instagram, social media, emails. We focused on talking about our team, the exclusive group, and how we became a team. So one of the questions was, how is my team dynamic at the exclusive group? How was it made? So the exclusive group takes a different approach. We didn't want a massive team. We wanted to stay lean and mean. Part of what we have done is we've chosen superstar agents that are of the same mindset in different locations that we can refer business to. So for instance, we have Miami, we have Boca, we have Delray Beach, we have Manalapan, we have Palm Beach, Vero. We have certain agents in these select markets. We have the same mindset, same work ethic, and we all join together to share our business and group together as a dynamic team that's all on the same page. So we did not look for 30 agents. We are a team of under 10 people. So we try to stay super focused. We are all in the luxury markets. We all focus on the same type of real estate, typically oceanfront, intercoastal, golf course, and we all have the same dedication, drive, and passion to excel and keep moving forward in the real estate business. So we are not a team that simply hires people to have people under us that we make money on and train. That is not our model. Although it's a great model, it's just not our model. We are more individuals that decided to team up together in certain locations that we can refer business, co-list properties, sell properties together, and all work together for the common goal of doing the best we can and servicing our clients to a level that is second to none. Question we had is, do you look for new partners and what would it take to become one? We're always looking, for new partners. It's not like we're out there, interviewing people. But of course, if there's an amazing opportunity and it makes sense, we would 100% entertain the opportunity. I mean, to say we wouldn't would be crazy. So do we speak to people all the time? Absolutely. But it has to be a perfect fit. It doesn't have to be a good fit. It's got to be a perfect fit that aligns well with the team, that doesn't have an ego. We can't have ego-driven people. We have to have people that understand the ethics, the culture, the drive, the work ethic. I mean, we can text somebody at 5:30 in the morning and everyone will respond. We are all on the same page. So are we looking for people? I wouldn't say actively. Are we open to it? Of course, like anything else, but it would have to make sense. I mean, our team is comprised of top agents in certain submarkets. So is it likely that we would take on an agent that really doesn't do much business that's getting started? I don't think so at this point. Maybe as an assistant to somebody if they needed it, but that's not really where we are right now. Not to say that agent won't absolutely kill it and succeed. It's just our dynamic is a little bit different. Our average time in the market is probably 20 years. So we have a group that's very sophisticated. We've been in the market a long time. I would never say never. It's sort of a top agent is a good fit for us as long as it fills a certain submarket that we may need some help in. Another question we received, which this is a tough one. This is super open-ended. I could go on for hours and hours trying to explain this one. So I'm just going to keep it kind of short. The question was, if I'm looking to join a team, what would you recommend to me? Let's just stick to a couple of the most important things I think you should focus on. If you're joining a team or looking to join a team, I would ask myself, number one, what does the team do? What does that team stand for? Where do they sell? Do they sell condos? Do they sell oceanfront homes? Where do they focus? Are they known for anything? Or are they just a bunch of individuals together that work together? How can you help that team grow? And how can that team help you grow? Maybe they have 3 people that focus on condos and you also focus on condos. To me, that doesn't make much sense. Are you an athlete and no one on the team's an athlete? Are you going to enjoy being with this team? Do you have commonalities? Thousands and millions of agents join these teams with no role. I love when teams have certain sectors where they say, okay, if we're getting a lead and it's for an intercoastal house, Johnny's our guy. Or if it's oceanfront, we've got Peter over here. So we have our dynamics. So it's so clear any of these leads coming in are immediately being addressed. I mean, you have to look at it like, a football team. You're on the team. Well, are you just on the team because you're on the team? Or do you play a position and are you going to excel in that position? Figure out what your role is. And if you're just a number, I don't know. You'll have to make that choice, but I wouldn't do it. Very important question. Are partnerships or teams, can they be a difficult dynamic? And how does ours work? Basically, teams almost never make it. I think because no one really has a role, especially the larger the team, it's kind of all over the place. It's very hard to team up or partner with people. It's especially in real estate. The reason why is because it's not really a paid position. Everyone's an independent contractor, and all too often, too many people have egos that are just too big. So the amount of teams that I've seen fall apart, not work, obviously teams, certain people go certain directions. That's totally fine. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when, there are 5 people or 10 people or 20 people and nobody can get along and everybody's worried about who brought the lead in and who's owed more money. It becomes a disaster. One of the reasons why we keep our team so small, because we know that we're all aligned. I would go to bat for anyone on my team and they would go to bat for me. Whether they left or whether they went somewhere else or did something, doesn't matter. We're all like-minded. We're all great people. We're trustworthy. We're honest. Our values are aligned. First of all, you need to make sure that you know who you're working with and you understand what you're getting into, but you have to know who you got to know who you're working with. Most teams fail. There's no question about it. So you got to think long and hard before you team up with someone. I started my career out 20 years ago and I was mentored by someone who ran the company. And interesting story. So I tried to work with him. I did everything I could for about 5 years to basically work with him. He was a major pro. He'd been doing it forever. He did not need me. I played a certain role with him where I basically would do all of his open houses. I would do anything he didn't want to do. And it took me about 5 years to actually become his partner. When I finally technically became his partner, which was never technically, he always told me, look, no contract, nothing. He goes, if some reason this doesn't work out, you're out of here. So it taught me at a very young age, work with respect, honesty, and integrity, because I didn't want to lose what I had. And I learned from the best. So we never had that issue because off the bat, it was, if I didn't do what I was supposed to do, I was out of there. But I think all too often teams come together now. They come together so quickly. They're breaking up left and right and someone's owed commission. And, so you have to be careful. I've been in a team essentially my whole life, or a partnership or a team, or my whole career. I think being an athlete helped me tremendously. I played football, hockey, lacrosse, team sports. You understand that you're not always going to have the ball. Someone else may win. I mean, it's like if I get a major listing or a major client, which I just did, $20 million. Of course I would love to sell him, but I sent him to Palm Beach. He's the expert there. I'll get a referral, but I'm not the one in charge. So, teams can be very difficult. You really have to know who you're working with. You have to be aligned. I think it's important when you're making that connection, talk about other things. What do you like to do in your downtime? Talk about your ethics. Are you both aligned or are you all aligned? Spend a lot of time, figure out the culture, figure out the ethics, get a clear understanding of the commission splits, and, spend some time looking into it because most teams fail. One of the questions was, how large is our team and how large are we looking to grow? We always we designed a small team. We do not want to be huge. So we want to be the best of the best in our sector. Right now, we are in South Florida. So what I mean by South, or I would say Southeast Florida, actually approaching Vero right now. So we're on the coast. We're under 10 people. As of right now, we're doing very well. We like that. Everyone's on the same page. I don't know how much larger we'd be looking to grow. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's kind of our mindset right now. We enjoy being a smaller team. We like being a smaller team. We can all do things together. It's easy to share business. For us, I think right now, under 10 certainly works. I can't really see us going over 10 in the near future. Never say never. We may open up to some different markets and certainly have partnerships. We already do in Aspen and California. So we have our partnerships, but I think for our core team, as of right now, let's say the next 12, 24 months, I think we'd like to keep it under 10. Another question we had was, what role do our team members play socially? Great question. I would say our team, oddly enough, our team is comprised of mainly athletes or ex-athletes. So we're very golf heavy, although I don't play golf, extremely golf heavy. At Inman, one of the partners, Devin Kay, actually mentioned the amount of business that he transacts from being on the golf course is absolutely incredible. It's almost like the more golf he plays, the more business he's going to do. So that's sort of a niche he's created. He was a former professional golfer, and he's done tremendously well. So our Jupiter is golf, our Palm Beach is golf. Mike, who works directly with me, is golf. So I'm more tennis. But each one of us is extremely involved in the community, which I think is very important for a team dynamic. So for instance, if let's say I'm in on a Friday night, the chances of one of my team members being out or at a dinner or somewhere are very high. F1 was just in Miami a couple weeks ago. I was super bummed I was out of town. I couldn't go, but that's okay. Devin down in Miami was there with our broker, Douglas Elliman, networking and making it happen. So I think when you look at that team dynamic, we're all go-getters. We're going to be out. We're meeting people. We're at every charity event there is. We are all extremely dialed in socially. So I think it's important when on a team, not just selling real estate, what else do those team members do? So how are they bringing you business, the team business, not from just checking into the office or selling a house? So we are very much involved in the community. And I think this goes for any business. It's important to just have those wheels turning. And sometimes we laugh because, it could be a Saturday night and we're all at a separate charity event. So, it's all about just being active and being aligned. So like I said, we all have a bunch of golfers. We're into charity. We're into sports. We're working out. That's part of our deal. And we just, we share a lot of clients that way. So I think it's important that being on a team, you have to have hobbies socially because, real estate's all about meeting people, making connections and getting out there and getting after it. So make sure if you're getting on a team, you align socially as well. There you have it. Thank you very much for your questions. We really appreciate it. Hopefully this video is going to help you, whether you're in the real estate business, financial business, any business that you're looking for a team dynamic. I think this video could help you. For more information and or to check out the live event at Inman, check out this video up here.